Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4. We're playing as Genoa. We're going for our custom achievement. We're going for honest competition, as we called it. Proposed by bisaVCI in the comments. You can find the whole slew of rules in the first episode or in the video description down below. However, the gist is we have to grab the Master of India achievement as Genoa. That's kind of where India is. This maybe. We have to own, I think, all of India. And we have to keep Genoa the most powerful trader in the world while doing so. And we have to do that while ignoring everything that is overseas trade and overseas trade nodes and overseas colonization and all that. Doing none of that. Instead, we're doing it the good old way and moving money into Genoa via land or, tiny bodies of water like the Mediterranean. Accordingly, we have a bunch of small ships, and in fact we're currently building, I believe, our new flagship, which is also a trade ship, just to fit with the theme, and mostly because we want to make money. So no heavies right now. We're not forbidden from doing heavies, but we're supposed to mostly focus on the lights and the galleys and the cogs. We're also supposed to not do a lot of island jumping, and I haven't been really focusing on that so far. I'm not sure that I had a giant chance to do, say, all land-based expansion, what with Austria, Hungary, and the Ottomans being in the way. But we'll try to keep that in mind. It's not a hard and fast rule. It's more of a, if you can, don't do island jumping, rather do mainland. And I'll try to adhere to that, maybe even more than I have so far. I'm going to turn off these forts because we reduced all the devastation to 0. We don't have to fear any rebels right now. And therefore, why keep the forts up? Why pay for them? It will only be for army tradition. And that seems like a bit of a waste. I'm wondering whether I should spend that 50... I should probably do it, right? Yeah, let's just spend 50 papal influence here to grab another mercantilism. The earlier we do it, the more money we have, obviously. And that's good. I do like money. And this campaign is all about money. So, yay me. We're kind of in a situation where we don't want to go to too much war necessarily because the world hates us. And some people are even in a coalition against us, which is ridiculous. But still a thing. Now, we could try to identify people that are coalition willing but not in a coalition and try to get those people to, attack those people. But I think that's a bit neither here nor there right now. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to spend some time at peace and make these people understand that we pose no threat while we have the backing of Muscovy and France to look very, very threatening. Ottomans fighting the Austrians, losing right now. Interesting to see that. Now, we probably won't be able to jump on this war on either side. We do have cores, our subject has cores on the Austrians, so that would be a nice jump to do. But, yeah. First of all, this scary. Second of all, aggressive expansion is a biatch. And obviously the Ottomans are a problem as well. Let's just go peacefully here for a while. And if something comes up, then sure. What I feel we should be doing is try to grab some things that help us drop aggressive expansion. And that's not dip tech. We don't need dip tech right now. A dip advisor might do it or might help. Other things might too. Now we have some money. We're not super rich at this point. Well, I did spend a lot of money on things. Workshop in Ferrara is just straight up ducats, so let's build it. There goes all the money. And let's grab the admin for inflation. Certainly will. The exchange rate is just positive. And we might always find some other ways to drop inflation, and then it was almost free. Cores coming in nice. That will help with all these rebels. Election time. I just realized that I never got back to the whole election math thing. I'm not sure I'm going to go into it now, but the well, at least the outcome of my math was that the third re-election is positive. So you get more monarchs points out of the 4 years that the ruler will rule than you pay, quote unquote, in Republican tradition. And the fourth election is so positive that you can have half of your, well, have them only live for 2 years and still be fine. That makes the fifth election even more positive, although it drops off, right? Because we're already at 565. Is that true? Or is that our new value? I think it's that, no, we're already at 565 as a ruler. So we're not gonna get buffed much more. We only get buffed by 2 rather than 3. If we keep him. Still, if we expect him to live, it's probably very good to keep him again. It's just a lot of monarch points. My relative is actually not horrible. 6 points for a newly elected one is pretty good. Well, 6 points? That's 8 points. It's 2 better than a normal candidate. It does cost us a tiny bit of tradition, unlike these two. And he's focused on middle, which I don't super care about right now. I'm thinking we do one more re-election and we have this guy live for 4 years. And then that's huge. And we could try to do some quick back of the envelope math here, right? We have a 18 pip ruler as opposed to a 7 pip ruler because we get that 1 free pip here. So every month that they're alive, we get 11 extra monarch points. Now a single point of Republican tradition is 33.333, repeating, of course, monarch points. So every 3 months, about will make up for 1 Republican tradition. Just having this guy. And that's ignoring the extra 50 points we get upon re-election. So 3 months, 1 tradition, 30 months, 10 tradition. So we're talking 2 and a bit years to get the full set of tradition back. Somehow that makes my other math feel off. But hey. Wait, no, that's the extra we're getting. Yeah, it's the extra we're getting supposed to this guy. Yes, that makes sense. So I think that's true. I think we need a little more than 2 years for this guy. If we ignore the extra 50. If we include the extra 50, that's even faster. I think this is fine. Surely he'll live for 2 years. Famous last words. And we got a random, was it dip? Hope it wasn't dip. We're still focused on dip until now. I can actually change my focus. I think I want to be focusing on admin, right? We are behind on admin. Period. And we're doing a military idea group right now, but I don't really see us focusing on military for that. Not with us being 100% out of time. And after that, we will have to do an admin idea group. I think I'm focusing on admin here. Seems fine. Seems fine. We did get an extra diplomat, right, from being a kingdom now rather than a duchy. Could think about making some claims. Again, war is difficult for us right now, but still, I could make some more claims on the Mamluks. If we ever do get that war, I would like to have some claims going on around. I don't think I need claims on the Austrians. Venice would be another option. Do we have like free claims on Venice? We do. So we don't really need to do that. Our missions give us a lot of options, a lot of claims. How much does the Pope like me? There's more happiness available here, right? Yeah. Let's make the Pope like me more. He's an ally, that's good. And even more importantly, it will give us extra papal influence, right? Or does that cap at 100 opinion? I don't think it does. No. It's a straight up multiplier on the papal state opinion. So... Or the papal state opinion is a straight up multiplier on the gain. So yeah, we should definitely be looking into that. Money's back already, that's crazy. Just 100 ducats. I'm not sure that there's anything I super want to build from that right now. Let's accrue some. But yeah, Naples going for Lucan cost. Oh! I'm pretty sure Luca was at war with somebody before. Did they imagine that? Oh no, no, they're still at war with Florence and Bologna, and now Naples is also here. Everybody wants to eat Luca, and I get it. You're still allied to Milan, though, and Savoy. Are they in those wars? Yeah, they are. Alright, alright. So, maybe Luca can live. Naples leaves the coalition against us. Nice, nice. People already learning. Good. And our theologian is dead. I did like the unrest reduction. What would I like more? I would love to have the missionary strength, right? Yeah, that would be great. We don't have one of those available to us right now. We can't ask our estates for that, for one. Because one, we don't have estates, and two, that's not a thing anymore. So what can we do? We can fire these guys. It's gonna cost us a bunch of ducats. Tempted to do it anyway. Could just fire the level 1 guy because it's cheaper. Yeah, we're not that rich. And I believe if I fire that level 2 guy, I'm very likely to get another level 2 guy, which is nice and all. Oh, unlucky. Having level 2 is nice, but we don't really have the money for it. Just the flat out money, we need to take one. Now, this was horrible. We already died. Do we even have a year of this guy? That's unfortunate. Relative is garbage this time, of course. Who do we want to have influence? It's still the traders. I believe I want the trader. We have the guilds going heavily, and that goods produced modifier is very good. But at least we want to bring the traders a bit more into equal here, right? But that would mean focus on dip, and I don't want that. I do not want dip. I'm gonna go with the bureaucrats. Bureaucrats? Yeah, I think. Could go with the military guy just to keep finishing up our idea group. What with us now being focused on admin? I think that's actually not too shabby of an idea. Does give those aristocrats some influence, but that doesn't really matter. Yeah. Got a dip pip. No admin, that's a bit unfortunate, but... But hey, right? Tax minus 10%. Great. A greedy guy. Might not be re-electing that guy. We should have gotten a new guy here. It's just tax. Gonna fire both of these. I want somebody useful. Yeah, we're spending a lot of money on it, but we're making a lot of money. A lot of money. Lost excommunicated ruler. Everybody wants a jam. Sure, come on in, a jam. I don't give a hoot. That I probably shouldn't have given. No. These people can cross my land to hit Luca. But what about a new admin guy? Still garbage. Gee, why can I not have a missionary person? Let's fire level 1 guy again. Firing those is cheapish. But man, I'm getting to the point where I'm just grabbing anybody. And I guess it's National Unrest guy then. At least we get some admin in. To the end of the age. How much time do we have left? 28 months. So none of this is gonna matter in the slightest. Our capital is in hills. We could get that command bonus in hills for a moment, but are we likely to use it? No. But we're not using colonies. We're not using cav to inv ratio. I guess war taxes are technically the most relevant thing for us for the next 2 years. Because if we do go to war, we're probably not going to piece it out. So the AE wouldn't matter. We're going to take war taxes and with the understanding that it's almost completely useless. Almost certainly completely useless. It is. Corruption is still growing. Why? Unity, overextension. I'm coring everything, right? It's just not done. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that poor ruler didn't. Maybe re-electing somebody over 50 is a bad idea. I mean, obviously in this case it was a bad idea. But maybe it's just bad in general. Not a big fan. So the provincial separatists here, provincial? Provencal? I don't know. These guys. Provençal. We're fully suppressing there, so it's not like more troops would help. I guess that's gonna have to be alright. Merchants doing the Lord's work, getting that cash flow to me. Venice does finally understand. Excellent, that's our new flagship with all the bonus money. Now, in theory, I should be able to tell it to just protect trade here. And it would merge up with this fleet eventually. But eventually is not good enough. Everybody's leaving that coalition. Good, good, good. The barks. 9th of January, 8th of January, and the 10th. Okay. Stay here. Get in there. I think I did waste a month there when I didn't want to. But now I can merge these, get that trade power bonus from our ship. And if we hadn't done it this way, then there would have been a chance that my flagship would have spent quite a while running around alone, and therefore not giving the bonus to the rest of the fleet. And clearly that's not what anybody could want. Lubeck besieged again, but there's a bunch of Savoyards and Milanese running around. Well, there's also a bunch of Napolis running around. How's that going? A good start, but now there's backup, and the Savoyards are pretty far away with their backup. Yeah. Milan fleeing, and then there's going to be a battle on my turf. How dare they? Well, call it a battle. Just stack by the poor people. Poor, poor people. I just don't want Savoy to go over to one of these other Italian nations. Not Savoy, Lucca. Because it's such a juicy little target. Would be sad to see it go. Speaking of juicy little targets, anybody want to be in my trade league? No. Georgia and Dalkadir could. Hissen Kaifa, good on you. Well done. That's a rarity right there. Georgia, pretty good trade good there with the silk. Not a lot of trade power. And similar things in Dalkadir, even worse though. I don't know that's worth to try and get those guys into the fold. Probably not. No, corruption should now be, well, it's technically decreasing. But we still have overextension to lose. Lucca's still spying on me, even though the Nepalese won again there. Milan and Savoy are not making the best use of their troops. I think I'm gonna spend some more money rooting out corruption. I would really like to be not as much corruption. We have so much income. I think I'm just gonna go full out ham on this. Austria is back to being the emperor. How's that war going? Ottomans are actually winning against Austria now. I don't know, that might be the better solution. How does Hungary have a liberty desire of 0? That's not very nice. Is there a war modifier? There might be a war modifier. There might be a thing where if you're on the same side of the war, then you get plus 50 or minus 50 liberty desire or something like that. Feels like that's the thing. The reason I'm checking is that I would obviously love to see Austria and Hungary fall apart, because then we could have the Serbian expansion, Hungary for almost no aggressive expansion, and not have to deal with the Austrians. Well, I do say not have to deal with the Austrians, but we do have the Empire being a thing. Forget if... Oh no, Hungary is not part of the Empire, so that would not be a problem. I will grab my new ideas. Yeah, we pay a little bit extra for corruption, but we get that innovativeness and we get the idea. -2 unrest is going to be lovely. And we keep going towards our insane national ideas. Oh. I still don't know what kind of nation I could form. I mean, other than Italy, I guess. I don't even know where the capital of a formed Italy would be. Is it actually in Roma? Because that would be the right trade node. We're not allowed to move our trade capital out of the Genoa node. So forming any nation that doesn't have their capital in the Genoa node is pointless. Well, it's against the rules, I guess. I really want to spend that money, but I don't know on what. Could roll some more admin advisors. We're essentially full on this, right? Yeah, I mean, there's room for one more boat. If I were to roll some more admin advisors, probably makes sense. Oh, interesting question. Should I be using my transport boats in this fleet? They would all add, thanks to my, what is it called? The trade route map. They would all add 1 trade power to this fleet, which is nice. They might not pay for their upkeep, but I'm paying the upkeep anyway right now. So as long as I'm not trying to use them, it's a lot of hassle for not a lot of gain. Let's not do it. What was I thinking about before though? I don't remember. Let's check states. I'll have nothing else to do. Right, spending my money is what I was thinking about. Let's not do defensive edicts. Not really a point. Now, we're enforcing religious unity in 3 places, and probably at maximum 1 of those places matters. Did Sayo get the bonus? Yes. Your state is the Aegean archipelago. So what we should do is go to our state macro builder, not estate, state macro builder, and stop northern Greece and stop Crimea from doing any of that. Maybe we could just stockpile our money to build more of these things, which is a legitimate alternative to rolling for better advisors. I've got Savoy sieging back Lucca, that gives me some hope. Muscovy refusing the merchants of Denmark. How are we doing on rivals anyway? I haven't checked on rivals for a while. Milan, Great Horde, and Savoy still. And we're embarking the Great Horde in Milan. We're not embarking Savoy. And I cannot right now because we have... Keep on excommunicating those filthy Venetians. We have a truce, right? So I can't hit embargo. But I should have done before the declared war. Didn't realize I didn't have it. Oh, papacy. Let's use our ability to click a button. Where is it? Sanction commercial monopoly. More mercantilism. I believe the only downside to mercantilism is in colonial. Right? I think there's something going on with events in colonial nations. But we don't have those, so we don't need to worry. Now we have successfully suppressed all the rebellion over here. gonna grab these guys, move them over to SIO. Or CO, or whatever. And because... Will I though? Did I not just tell you to go there? Using a boat. Go there, take a boat. Thank you. We're causing unrest in CO because we are converting them. And rather not have them rebel. I know, how selfish of me. How selfish. How shellfish. Now we could build a manufacturer with our money instead. These don't look great on the straight up money, but they would obviously add to trade value, and quite a bit of that. In Corinth, Achaia, Matrega, Kaffa. Pisa would be an option because it's decent money straight in our home node. Do we still have? No, we don't have the guy anymore that costs extra money for buildings. But we still have not that thing, this thing to build for the extra local trade power and production efficiency, because why not? And that's pretty good. Although there's not tons of money in Tunis just yet. Right, so the extra trade power is not insane. And then at some point, if we saved up 1,000 ducats, we could build this 50% extra trade steering thing. Again, not high priority for exactly the Tunis node just yet. But I do have other trade companies, don't I? I feel like I have a trade company somewhere here. In Aydin. And I do. But I feel like here we're mostly buffing Mr. O, right? And while yes, that money still goes into my stuff, I don't think that's particularly great. So just because you have a one province trade company doesn't mean it's necessarily great to build these buildings. I think I'm going to build that manufactory in Pisa. Unless we have good upgrades to our centers of trade, and I think we do still, right? There's a level 1 over here. Doesn't add anything to value though. There's a level 1 in Tunis, which would help. And there's not a level 1 in our Ragusa companies. We have a huge amount of trade power in the Ottoman node. Not sure why that is. Why do you have 39% of the trade power here? That's just nuts. From provinces, I mean, we do have Constantinople, I guess, and Smyrna. And tiny bit from traders downstream. And then just our trade power modifier. Okay. Well, I'll take it. Not gonna complain. I'd rather add it here. I'm actually the most powerful power in here. Ah, because we get that Ragusan power, yeah. That helps. But none of that is here or there, is it? The question is really, yeah, let's bump you up. I can't? In a state or in a trade? Oh, you're not a state. Oh, you're being court still. Okay. Let's wait for the coring. Coming from Muscovy, province of Achizi. I'm going to state this because we do have the governing capacity. There we go. I am going to fully core it too. Because, I mean, why wouldn't I? And then I think I will upgrade you. Tourism cost, trade power, institution spread, relatively cheap. And then I'm gonna consider this again. Well, probably still have 90% autonomy here, right? It's gonna change. It just lags behind a bit. Now we're down to 44. And still nothing there. Okay on these things. And then nothing here. No. What else? I just had a epiphany. It's not an epiphany. But an idea. Right, there is a button here. That is this one. For the reduction of autonomy. I don't know that I can afford this. And I utterly hate that you don't see the modifiers here to unrest. Right, why is Achaia at -12? Because -12 sounds like a place where I can easily afford the +10 unrest from decreasing autonomy. But is there something going on here in that just reducing it well, like troops suppressing, for example? It doesn't seem to be. So could actually click the button. Now sometimes I like keeping these buttons for situations in which I want absolutism. But that's maybe not really the case here. That said, it's not really worth clicking the button unless there's a decent amount of autonomy. Because you can reduce by 25. You always get 10 unrest, but if you only have 12 autonomy, then you only reduce by 12, and you still get that 10 unrest. So, ugh. Modena is technically... I don't think we're pressing any of these buttons. We're just going to let it tick down naturally, and that'll be fine. Clicking those buttons can be great, especially if you get absolutism for it, but it also does give you... trading in wine. Nice. Just to Tunis has ended. It also creates potential problem spots, because you do add that extra 10 unrest. And even though it might not look relevant right now, it might be relevant very soon. Speaking of very soon, I see Parliament coming, I think. Very, very soon. But not this episode. Thank you folks so much for watching. If you like what you've seen, then please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Anything you would like to say to me, you can say to me. Well, most thanks, I guess, down there in that comment section. Thank you for watching, and see you folks next time.